Yeah. And I remember, so I saw your image of, a Zoom call with your people listening to you and how excited you were. And I remember I had one of those, but my face was so dramatically different because I didn't want to do it. And it was the first one in front of, and it never mattered to me if it was 4 people or 1,000 people or 4,000 people. It still made me nervous. And I just remember sometimes before those of how nervous I would get. And you remember the movie Jim Carrey, Liar, Liar? This may,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Do you remember when
Yes.
he was in the bathroom kicking the crap out of himself?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember looking at a bathroom as I'm walking out to do a speaking engagement and thinking, how hard can I hit myself on that sink so I don't hurt, but I don't have to deliver this speech? So I saw yours and how excited you were. And, you seem to have so much confidence. When you do a lot of public speaking, is that come naturally to you, or do you have to overcome the nerves too?
I do have to overcome nerves, but they're not from actually speaking. And that's why this talk that I'm doing on Friday is so important to me, because my nerves come from sharing an idea that grew inside here, right? That was pieced together from my own observations and my own work. I have been on stages and speaking in front of people since middle school. I did a program in high school where I did research at UNC Chapel Hill, and I had to compete in science competitions all over the state.
Wow.
And like, I kept winning, and and like, I didn't go to nationals, but I did compete at the state level. And I just remember, we were in RTP, and those people were strict. We couldn't say, we couldn't, have long pauses. Like, I went through a training in high school, but also my parents, they have always empowered me to pursue whatever idea that I have. As long as I had a plan, they were like, okay, we can get along with this. When I decided to buy my horse as a sophomore in college, I was like, hey, I'm buying a 6-month-old walking horse. And this is exactly, look, I had a little job.
As a father of a 20-year-old, I'm thinking, this is not the time to buy a horse.
But I had a plan.
Yeah.
And it was really good, And so having to sell an idea, when you want to get a horse, and, I had a little job in college. I was making $17 an hour. I just knew I was rich. I had so much money. If you're listening on the podcast, I'm doing air quotes.
Yeah.
But I had to sell the idea. If I wanted to do something, I had to sell the idea. And that is all that public speaking is.
Now, was that like your parents made you, look, you got to put this together? Because I do that with my kids. If you want to do this, I would like a spreadsheet, and a presentation would be fine too.
Well, back in the 90s, we weren't really doing presentations like that, but it was like, so how is this going to go? And then what? And what if? And then what happens when? And I'm like, you created the millennial overthinker that I am. Thank you. I am considering all the scenarios because I know my Virgo mother is going to ask me about the scenarios. So public speaking has gotten so much easier for me, but it's when I have created like my own topic or my own, wait, this is my brainchild. That's when I'm like, okay, can people digest this? I know that I'm been thinking about this for years, and I've been stewing on it, and, this and that is clear to me. But when I share it, how do I move people along that journey so that they follow me and they get to the point where I am without being overwhelmed?